Okay, instead of taking on the hard conversations, my next guest sees more and more people just avoiding altogether. So you ignore that text, you ghost a date, you no-show at work, or you let someone else fight the battle for you. After years of working with couples in conflict, Dr. Matt Townsend says many people have an unhealthy view about what conflict even is. He has 3 myths to get out of the way so we can get closer into the relationships that matter the very most. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So why all of the avoiding? Because I lay out those examples and it's like, yeah, we sort of are in this avoidant state of society.
It's scary.
Yeah.
And so what happens is our natural fight or flight turns on.
Okay.
And it turns on like in the weirdest way, right? Like you should fight for your job, but instead you don't dare talk to your boss because you need a raise, but you don't dare say anything about it. So then you silently steam, and then when the fight doesn't work, you just flight and you give up, or you leave, or you just quit. The dilemma is we have to somehow counteract what we think is a natural response, the need to fight it or flight it or freeze or please, and instead we got to learn to sit in it and talk through it.
So it seems, perhaps I'll use the word easier, to dodge like the casual conflict. You described the boss relationship or the neighbor relationship. But do you see this happening in our most intimate relationships
that's the one you can't outrun.
You can't leave
like
that
they're
one.
right there every night. They're right there. And this is where you're actually most vulnerable. You're not as vulnerable in like with the neighbor as you are with your partner. And so having a conversation about how you're letting them down is a bigger deal. The risk seems higher to us.
So why not, Matt, just let it go? Just let it go.
Just let the problem go?
Well, yeah, and let the conflict go and just kind of ride through it.
Well, the #1 reason is because as we just don't handle conflict, resentment goes up. And that's the silent killer of the relationship. And then slowly the resentment grows, because we've never solved any issue, because we've never dealt with the conflict.
All right, 3 myths that you're gonna blow up for us today. You like that phrase, I know, I use that for you. Myth #1, conflict means that something is wrong.
Yeah, a lot of people, the minute, like, because they used to get in trouble. And when mom's like, we gotta talk, Matthew, once she uses the whole name, we're in trouble. And so we learned young that conflict means something bad. And so you just generally don't want the teacher mad, but it doesn't. Conflict in your relationship does not mean it's bad. Conflict is actually as normal as it comes. It means you have 2 normal people that are different. And so all we have to do is kind of navigate, manage through the difference. It's not a bad sign. It's actually a sign. We have a moment here, I call it a choice point, to turn our difference into something new that we co-create. What's it going to be? How are we going to handle the difference so we can keep growing forward with our differences?
In fact, I've heard some therapists say over the years that a conflictless relationship is a problem.
Yeah, I'm worried. I'm so worried about people that are like, we never fight. Like, the minute I hear that, I'm like, uh-oh. So someone's either oppressed or opinionless and has no standard, right? And so we want to be able to not have to fight through it or run from it. We want to be able to sit in the conflict and talk and change it into something powerful.
Here's another myth. You say we like to point fingers.
Yeah. What we think is that it's everyone else. It's everyone else has got this problem. And then you know what I hear every day?
What?
I don't have these problems at work. At work, I don't fight with anybody except at home.
Yeah.
It's only with you. And that very frame is part of the myth of the problem. Because you think another person having an opinion or a difference or just a need is something that's problematic, when in reality, I'm part of the problem. Conflict exists between us. It doesn't exist in me or you. It's in what we do with it together. So I'm always half of the equation. But the minute I frame it to you, then I either have to crush you or I have to run from you.
Okay, that's so good. Conflict exists between us.
It's always in the space
It's not on
between.
one side of the line or the other.
Yeah, and that's why when you walk into a situation, it doesn't always have to have conflict. When you really get good at handling conflict and you walk into conflict, it doesn't have to be conflictive. You could actually just navigate it. What I always try to do first is just get curious. When you say you've got a problem, tell me more about that. And because I just want more information instead of reacting to it.
That's really good. That's really good. And I love that we've referenced conflict now right here.
All right here.
But it's not us. We're good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. You see couples fighting about all of the things, right? In-laws, money, relationships. But you say it's never about what we think it's about.
It's never about what we think it's about. You bring up the golf clubs that I bought, and I bring up, well, oh, really? I shouldn't have a golf bag that's $375. How much was your purse? And now we're fighting about your purse. And then from there, it's like, well, I needed the purse. Well, I needed the golf bag. Well, I need the golf bag because I put like $2,000 worth of clubs in that bag. You spent $2,000. Now we're fighting about $2,000. So we call that the smoke. The smoke is everything we fight about that's not the real issue.
It comes out of the fire.
It's never the real issue.
So what's the fire?
The fire is usually the basic needs, like safety. I don't feel safe when we're spending all of our money and I don't know how it's going. Or I don't feel trust if I can't see your phone. Let me see your phone. Give me your passcode. So now we're fighting about the phone with our teen instead of recognizing we kind of have a trust issue. Or it's appreciation, or it's respect, or it's validation. I don't feel valid because you invalidate me. Or it's encouragement, it's dedication. I call that the starve stuff. The starve stuff is the stuff underlying the issue. It's always there. And so if you would just take the conflict, take whatever the tension is, and you can hear it in political conversations, there's a tension underneath it. Pay attention to that, and then notice what's the basic issue. Is it safety? Is it trust? Is it appreciation? Respect? Validation, encouragement, dedication.
Spells starved.
Starved stuff.
And you were inspired with that, I know, many
was
years ago, but it
yeah.
continues to serve you as you coach couples. How can we get, thank you so much, how can we get more information about your coaching programs?
So just go to matttownsend.com, and then we have this great program, really affordable, called Becoming One, where you can sit down and just watch it. I get to coach you once a week. You have 30 hours of content you can go watch, and just tons of different skills and tools, including how to resolve conflict, how to get real.
You call it a gym membership for your relationships.
It's a gym membership. You got to pump up those abs. And,
I love it.
Yep.
Abs, always abs.
So
Matt.
ab singular.
Thank you so much, matttownsend.com.